You're watching UNICEF television. In the past 2 months, Benin has experienced one of the worst floods since the 1960s. Today, most of the water has receded, and the United Nations, along with the government of Benin, are putting in place a longer-term response to the crisis. In Benin, 8% of the schools have been partially or totally destructed, and around 105,000 school children cannot benefit from a regular school year. Many schools are still inaccessible. In some places, children sometimes started school in very harsh conditions. In Ganvier, for instance, a lake district of South Benin, the fast-flowing water has caused the collapse of 3 classrooms. The director had to relocate the children in those left still standing.
Ici, dans cette salle, nous avons 2 classes jumelées.
In this classroom, we have in fact the children from 2 classrooms. Each of them had around 90 children before the floods. Now in this room, we teach a class of 185 children. We don't even have the benches to seat them all, so it's seriously difficult.
In other places, where the buildings have held firm, the classrooms themselves have been damaged by the water. In Gobgo, a village near the river Reme, Ambroise Vignon-Botonji, the director, still moans at the sight of the spoiled material in his classroom.
Every single school book we had to start the school year has been completely ruined by the floods. It was all soaked. We only just received some material from the government to start the classes.
To help children get back to school as soon as possible, UNICEF has started distributing school kits to the ones who lost everything in the floods. The distribution has just started in schools in the hardest hit villages, located next to the Weme River. In Chetin Sota, for instance, some 450 children received books, pens and a school bag.
Parents have lost vast pieces of farmland, and some harvests have been lost, so entire families are left without resources. In those conditions, when the school year finally started, they had no means to buy their children the necessary material.
An additional 100,000 school kits are to be distributed, and schools are slowly being rehabilitated. For those lucky enough to go to school, the flooding has made the path even more difficult. The good news is, improvements underway could lead to more children attending classrooms. This is Edward Bally, reporting for UNICEF Television. For more information, go to unicef.org. Unite for children.